Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Thursday, July 18th, 2024. Polygon plans to upgrade Matic to POL on September 4th. Optimism opens nominations for its Security Council, and Nethermind releases an updated version of its node deployment tool. All this and more starts right after this message. This episode is sponsored by Firefly, a one-stop Web3 social aggregator developed by Mask Network. Use one feed to connect with all users across Twitter, Lens, Farcaster, and all Web3 socials. Try it today at firefly.social. Polygon announced that it will upgrade the staking contract for the Polygon proof-of-stake network on September 4th, changing the primary staking and gas token from Matic to POL at a 1-to-1 ratio. POL is a new hyper-productive token that will enable validators to validate multiple ZK chains. The POL upgrade has already been deployed on testnet. The migration from Matic to POL is part of Polygon's 2.0 roadmap, which transitions the proof-of-stake chain into Polygon ZK EVM as part of the AG layer. In subsequent upgrades, the POL token will be used to support roles in block generation, data availability, and zero-knowledge proof generation. No action is required from Matic holders on Polygon proof-of-stake. However, Matic token holders on other chains or centralized exchanges may need to take action for the migration. Nominations are now open for Cohort A of the Optimism Security Council. The council consists of 13 members split into 2 cohorts with staggered elections. Currently, there are 7 member roles and a council lead that are up for election. Anyone can self-nominate by posting their application in the Optimism Governance Forum by August 14th. Elections will be held from August 22nd to the 28th, with new members starting their 12-month term on February 9th. The Security Council manages upgrade keys for OP stack chains on the superchain, requiring 75% of members to sign to execute emergency protocol upgrades. The elections follows Optimism's recent advancement to a Stage 1 rollup with the activation of fraud proofs. Nethermind released Sedge version 1.4, an updated version of its node and validator deployment tool. The release features keys to generate 0x01 withdrawal credentials. The release also supports the Lido community staking module and MEV boost software on the Holsky testnet. Sedge aims to lower technical barriers for solo stakers by providing a one-click setup tool that automatically configures the client setup process, including the installation of any dependencies. The tool supports all 4 execution layer and all 4 consensus layer Ethereum clients. And lastly, blockchain infrastructure provider Blocknative reported that self-built blocks, which contain only public transactions, have unexpectedly increased base fee volatility. Blocknative says that the reason is due to the rise of private transactions and timing games in MEV boost auctions. According to the analysis, self-built blocks utilize only 18.2% of gas space, while blocks with private transactions use 97.7% of gas space. The inefficient gas space utilization unintentionally leads to gas volatility, impacting the effectiveness of self-built blocks. In other news, Beaver Build stops censoring transactions. Claims for EtherFi Season 2 go live, Polymarket is live as a Farcaster frame, and Indian exchange WazirX suffers a $230 million exploit. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on X at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.